Brand new bits from BowHouseRC. Yes, it does say New Bright, I know. That's because I went to True North RC and he makes stickers over there and I just couldn't help myself. So anyways, what we're talking about today is a very seriously good upgrade from BowHouseRC. They went through the 10.3. This doesn't look like a 10.3, but it really actually is. And I'm going to install their brand new part here today. So what they've done is they actually designed and created this solid aluminum bracket that gives some strength to the very weak Panhard mount that's on the front axle, and we're going to go through that whole thing right now. First you clean the bench, then you add the truck, then you take off the wheel, remove the shock bolt, then you remove the track bar bolt that goes into the axle housing. And then you get this floppy mess right here. So what's critical here is this section right here. Right on top of the axle there's this really small post that's all plastic and it has a really thin piece of material around it, and all that is supposed to do is hold the track bar. The track bar is supporting an awful lot of side forces from the chassis and the steering servo and the way you drive, which we all know some of you is a little rough. So pretty soon that little piece of plastic right there, that's all you get right there to hold the back of that screw from this side, and that's going to bust off. So now you need a whole new axle housing. And what BowHouseRC did is they created this super cool little doodad, and this thing actually captures that piece of material right here. So that hole fits on top of that where the screw is, and then this other triangle kind of piece here, it actually fits into the front of the axle truss right here. That entire thing, it fits right on there. So all you do here is you grab their new piece and you stick it right on top of that hole like this, and once that's on there you can line this up with the rest of the truss and push it on all the way like that. So you can see here how that sort of fills in that entire section right there. You just stick that on and you push it on, and it just sort of pops into place like that. And then you can see there's a screw hole here, and then the rest of the screw that comes through from track bar is going to go into this thread right here. So it's actually got aluminum thread there and aluminum thread here. So they give you the two bolts. The short bolt goes into this hole from the back, and the long bolt goes through the track bar from the back. That's how that's going to go. So we're going to install those now. Pretty much the same way we did it the other way. Oh, my drive shaft fell out. So I got all this stuff kind of lined up here, And I'm going to take the short screw that they give you and stick it into the hole in the truss right there. And that's going to line up directly with the hole that's on the new part. There you go, not too tight. And then I'm going to stick the new long screw that they give you into the track bar. Oh, that's the wrong one. That's for the shock. I'm going to screw that into the track bar mount. There's lots of new aluminum threads on the back of that now, so you can actually put a little bit of torque on it. And then I'm going to slam back together the suspension here. So of course we got the lower link, the shock, and the big long bolt that goes through all that. Just like this. There we go, and then there we go. We'll screw that back together. Very gently. And I can put the wheel back on, but I want to show you what that looks like first. So, here we are up front. You can see we've got the truss on the axle that's now got this piece of it plugged by the metal. You can get a top view there. And that's it. It's all covered up. So the screw goes in the back here, through the track bar, and into the new piece of aluminum there. Just like that. Now I'm going to stick my wheel back on, and we're about ready to go. So this piece actually is really important for me because I'm using these great big giant J Concepts tires, and friggin' love this thing to death. Except that if something's going to bust, I'm probably going to find it because obviously my tires are way too big. But now I certainly don't have to worry about putting a new axle housing on it right away because obviously I've got this fantastic bit here now from BowHouseRC, and that is going to make sure that my track bar mount never breaks. It's not a giant job, it's only 2 bolts, and it'll probably take you about 5 minutes to install, but that's a lot faster than trying to put a new axle housing on when you snap off that tiny piece of plastic there. So, I'm very strongly recommending this piece from BowHouseRC. It's something that will definitely make your rig stronger and keep you back on the trail. And if you're not into doing trail repairs and replacing big parts, that I'm not either, then this is definitely something for you. So that's how it goes. It's 5 minutes. I did the whole thing with a 2mm wrench. I actually used my power wrench because you can actually get at all the parts, so it's pretty easy install. Thanks a lot for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.